Hey guys, so one thing I wanted to touch up on is, motivation. Like at times, I genuinely just don't want to draw. Like sometimes and I guess that's less motivation and more just like, me being lazy. But then there's also times where I do feel like I don't know how to draw or that I'm not good enough or like I'm like just so much worse than other people and I've already been doing this for like I want to say 3 months, but really it's only been maybe one or two, especially since I haven't consistently been drawing until recently, until I started this channel. So, what's it called? I feel like that's something that even though it gets talked about a lot, it's not something that will ever be an easy thing to get over, you know? So like even here, I feel like these are definitely better than stuff I used to do. But at the same time, I'm not inherently confident in seeing this stuff. Like, even though it is quote unquote better, it still makes me feel like I'm not doing as good as I possibly could. And I think that's the thing. I think you're being ideal, like idealism. Or I don't know what that means, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you're chasing the ideal that you're amazing. But honestly, you just need a little bit more work. It's not like you're terrible. You're just not there yet. So that's something I wanted to talk about. I feel like another thing I want to talk about is overall the work I'm putting in. I feel like I'm putting in not necessarily more work, but higher quality work. Like even if we look at this stuff, even though it may not be the best, like even here I can notice this is weird. I didn't notice this when I was drawing this, but this leg is higher than the other one, but you get what I'm saying. Even with like the various faults I can see with this, I do think that overall it's not as bad as my old stuff. But sometimes your brain just doesn't want you to believe that. Sometimes you yourself don't want to believe that you're improving. And at times I just have to go back to that quote where like you in 10 years is gonna forgive yourself. Like you're gonna be thankful for the fact you started. So why stop? Because then, you know. So overall, I think I am improving. Another thing I wanted to talk about in this video on the side of motivation is like self-esteem, because I feel like another factor is like just not having belief in yourself. Like this, like just me my entire life, I haven't really believed in myself when it comes to anything. Like, and especially with like the people around me, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there's no one I can really talk to about my problems, and that like I just don't really have the confidence in myself to do a lot of things. So this is really out of my comfort zone. Even the fact that I have a camera and I'm recording it, even though I'm not in the screen, that alone is something that I never could have imagined putting up on YouTube. Just actual footage of something I did, and even sharing my art. Like, I'm not really confident in it, even though I'm saying it isn't as bad. It doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's good, you know? So I feel like with self-esteem and confidence, you just gotta build it up. And I feel like I'm in the process. Like even when I'm at school now, I'm doing a lot more stuff that I wouldn't have done. Like last year, I spent my entire year and I never did a single workshop. I never did a single thing. And these are things that are given to the students so that they can advance after university's done. But I'm just not engaging with it because I'm always afraid, and I feel like I'm afraid of myself and I'm afraid of other people, but more so I'm afraid of what other people think of me, because like when I was younger it wasn't as much of an issue, But as I got into high school and stuff, people in general just started treating me differently because I was sort of like the odd one out, you know? So even though like I got my friends and stuff, if I'm talking to a random person, it's honestly most of the time they try to avoid me. Like I like low key. I was in class one time, bro, and there was like bare empty. Sorry for that. There were so many empty seats around me, right? And people were actively sitting in crowds, like with random people. So like, I don't know if I'm just intimidating or anything, but stuff like that really hurts. So I feel like just the fact that I'm posting my art online and stuff is sort of helping me, you know, get some of my confidence and some of my, you know, self-esteem back. And I'm not really as concerned about what other people are thinking anymore. So those are just a little bit of tidbits. Anyone who's gotten this far, thank you very much. Shout out to the people that follow me on Instagram. I'll put you guys up on screen right now. But overall, shout out to you guys. I'll need to write your names down so I can shout you out again in the weekly update video. That one's gonna come 2 days early, or not really early, but it's gonna come I think on Thursday instead of on Friday or Saturday because my entire weekend is pretty much shot. Like I've got no time to really draw or record. So I'm gonna just get as much work as I can get done this week, today. And then another thing is there anything you guys per se want me to do? Or is there anything that like I should be doing? Like I think I want to start moving towards making like a creative project, even though I know my art isn't really that good. So what that is, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards just making like a short comic, putting it up somewhere, and then just getting that out the way because I want to actually apply what I'm doing. A lot of what I'm doing is just baseless drawing and there's no real intention behind it. And I have done a few like things where I've been trying to make finished products and I don't think they're terrible. So now I just need to work towards making more finished products and being confident in what I'm making. So that's really it. Sorry about that, Shake. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this far. Thank you very much for interacting, you know, liking, commenting, subscribing if you guys did that. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys on Thursday night or Friday morning. Whenever I end up uploading those videos, I end up having to record them all the way at night. Today's a off day because only one of my family members is at home with me right now, so I can record and it's not really loud. But I think it's less of it being a loud thing and more of it being like I'm not comfortable recording anything with them around because they're just so interested in what I'm doing all the time. Anyways, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys have a great day and hopefully you guys are progressing on your art journey. I'll see you guys later.